Hello everyone, it's Angie here at Beads and Plenty More. Today I thought I'd show you this bracelet, and it's a macrame bracelet done on memory wire and just finished with a couple of bead caps on the end. And we've wound some rhinestone chain through it just to kind of give it a little bit of sparkle. So I'm working with memory wire here, and I've cut one piece already, but I want to cut a second piece. And one thing you need to know about memory wire is that you don't use your soft wire cutters on it. So these cutters here, because it will destroy them. It's really stiff, so I've got what's called a memory wire shear here that I'm going to use to cut it. Now, if you don't have that around your house, you want to pull the heavy duty ones out of your garage and use them instead. So I'm just going to cut my second piece here, and I'm just matching it up to what I'd done for the first one here. So I'll just match my end up, and this just coils around it basically and cuts. So now I've got two pieces here, and I'm just going to take some pliers and I'm going to turn an end. So these are actually memory wire pliers. They're meant for memory wire. They work really great for the snowflake forms too if you're making Christmas ornaments. And I'm just turning a loop. I want to keep this loop fairly small because I want it to go in the bead cap at the end of my project. Get it all the way around. Got them both. Now you've noticed I've got two pieces of memory wire but only one bracelet. The reason I did use two pieces is because I wanted it to be stiff enough that it would hold its shape, because there's not a lot of crossover on the ends of the bracelet. So I wanted to make sure that it wasn't gonna be so wimpy that it wouldn't stay. And to keep my two pieces together, I used some masking tape. So I'm only doing a small section to show you how to do this. If you're doing the whole bracelet, you'll be wrapping all the way down. I would still grab pieces of tape. I wouldn't try and wrap the entire thing with one piece of tape. And all I'm doing is I'm wrapping it so the two stay together. And the one advantage of doing this is that it creates a surface that your thread, your macrame thread, can kind of adhere to, so it's not on the slippery memory wire. And it's keeping my two pieces of memory wire together. So you're going to do that all the way down. I'm just going to do this one little section here. And then you need, this is called knotted macrame cord. It's a waxed cord. It's about around 1 millimeter in thickness. You could use Chinese knotting cord too. I like this because it's got the wax on it, so it kind of holds its shape really well. And I'm going to cheat for my beginning. Now these pieces, they're each 2.5 meters long, or they should be 2.5 meters long. Again, I'm just showing you a small piece here. And I didn't want my pieces so long that I was struggling. Oh. And I'm shredding the one here. Let me just get it. We'll just grab the other end of it and try and thread it through. So again, you want these 2.5 meters long. And as I said, mine aren't 2.5 meters because I just wanted to show you how to do it. So you get it roughly in the middle, and then we're going to start talking about macrame knots. So when I do a macrame knot, I'm doing my 3 cords over the memory wire. They're going to come under my other cord on the other side. That cord is going to wrap around in behind and come through the loop. So we'll just pull everything tight. Now I'm going to do that same knot all the way along. This gets easier once you get past the tail ends of your memory wire. They're kind of in the way right now. But if you're just doing this same knot all the way through, you're going to get a twist in it. And you want the twist. You want it to look like it's coiling down the memory wire. So I'm starting to get the twist there. Get one more in. Okay, so I'm going to pass this one over, and I've got one that's a little further along. So this one, I've already secured the end here. So I used just a bit of this 26 gauge wire. You could use any color in the world because it's going to be hidden in your bead cap, so it doesn't really matter. And I've got around 30 centimeters of rhinestone chain. This is just a basic rhinestone chain. And what I did is I actually used the loop that was there to secure my chain. Now this tail end, when I got to the tail end, I just trimmed my excess off, and I've glued this so that it is nice and secure. So the glue's had time to dry. It's in there nice and secure. And we're just gonna take this rhinestone chain that is secured on the one end, and we're gonna wrap it down my bracelet. So I'm taking care to make sure that the rhinestone side is out, not the backing. And if I'd been smart, I would have cut another piece of wire before I did all that wrapping. Let's see if we can get this to just hold for a sec. And I'll cut another piece of this wire. So this is wire you can use your soft cutters on. This is what the soft wire cutters, the jewelry cutters, are meant for. And I told you I had 30 centimeters, but I actually had 35 because I didn't want to run short. So I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to run it between one of the links, and I'm going to wrap this as tight as I can. Now keep in mind, this is all going to be hidden by the bead cap that's on the end of it. So it doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to hold. I'll just take it, wrap those two little tail ends together to kind of secure it off. And again, something you can use your soft wire cutters for, cutting the rhinestone chain. And I'll just tuck that end in. And it looks like I forgot to bring glue back, but basically all I'm going to do at this end is pop my cap on over top of everything and just glue it in place. So I'm using a glue like E6000, which is good for this type of application. And same thing on this end. I'll just pop my bead cap right over everything, glue it in place. So I hope you enjoyed that. Have a good day.